Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme President here and welcome back to another video. So as you guys know, YouTube is in a bit of a situation here and I wanted to kind of talk about it and bring my own hypothesis to the situation because I feel like I may have the answer, not really the answer, but kind of like something that we can go on with. So as you guys know, YouTube has been demonetizing any video that's kind of seen as not advertisement friendly. So, you know, people who play Call of Duty, people who play Destiny, in fact, people who play any type of game whatsoever or anything that shows anything remotely not safe for advertisement friendly, they get demonetized. And for the longest time, people have been trying to figure out why this has been happening. People have been saying that it could be the titles, it could be the description, it could be the meta tags, it could be what you put in those sections that determines whether or not your shit will get demonetized. This has kind of been disproven because people have actually made videos with the most friendliest content, with the most friendliest titles, description, meta tags, and they would still get demonetized. And the other kind of theory is that it's actually what you say in the video. So if you're someone who says fuck, shit, ass face, you know, motherfuckers, shit like that in your videos, you will get demonetized. And that could be true, but obviously that's not the case because there has been people who are very child friendly. Like, they don't curse whatsoever. In fact, their entire existence on YouTube has been kid friendly, but sometimes they would still get hit with the demonetization of their videos and stuff like that. And it's mostly affecting video game channels as well, but you know, I know it's affecting a lot of other people, but for the majority part it's affecting gaming channels. I myself have experienced some demonetization of my videos, but I couldn't care less because obviously I'm not making that much. If you see my channel, if you see my views, it's not making that much, so it's whatever for me. But for people who actually make some great content, you know, people who make people laugh and stuff like that, and they see that shit, it's going to be very demotivating for them. So I've been coming up with this kind of hypothesis as to why this is actually happening and how YouTube is actually deciding who is not friendly enough and who is friendly enough. So I've been thinking, what if YouTube is keeping track of your history, you know? And when I say history, I mean, you know, things like your channel, what people comment on your channel, how your channel is being perceived by other users. Like, I feel like YouTube isn't actually searching each and every single one of your videos, like, to see if you are and this is kind of going to contradict another theory that I just said in this video, but just hear me out. So I think YouTube is actually blacklisting blacklisting channels. They are blacklisting channels, and what happens is that if you're in that blacklist, you are more likely to get demonetized regardless. Like, I've seen a video actually, because I'm not the one who came up with this idea, but another person actually made a video kind of showing that before their channel even went up on YouTube, it was already demonetized. They had the simplest titles, they had the simplest description, and their video was literally them just going blah 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 continuously for like a minute or two, and that was it. But before the video could even go live, before he could even make that video go live, he was already demonetized, which is strange really, because you would think that YouTube's new algorithm is actually either searching the description, the meta tag, the the title, or at the very least going through the voice audio of the video and kind of listening in to see if he's saying any type of words that is considered you know, not advertisement friendly. Now, me personally, I've always been against censorship. I feel like it's pretty stupid to censor certain words and then allow certain nudity. It's like, you know, there's a lot of contradiction when it comes to media and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. I feel like YouTube is kind of looking at the channel's history and focusing mostly on what people are commenting on the channel. So if there's a lot of, I guess, bad words spoken on your channel consistently in each one of your videos, you are more likely to be blacklisted. If your channel is related to something violence, you are going to be blacklisted. So what I'm trying to get at here is that if you're known to play certain type of games that are like violence, and when people search up shooting and people search up things like, you know, fighting, and your channel kind of comes up in that list, I guess YouTube's system is kind of like saying, okay, so this channel is usually related to this type of content, and as our new, you know, terms of condition or terms of service is now saying that we are not allowed to be putting advertisement on this type of videos, we will put these guys on a blacklist and just watch them and just blacklist them. So that's what I think. Because, you know, realistically, people have actually tested out you know, the description, the titles, the meta tags, and I've seen that it doesn't work. For some reason, you still get hit with demonetization, and people have tried to kind of stop saying certain words in their videos. That doesn't work. Before the video even goes live, you still get demonetized. So it's clearly something else entirely. And I feel like it's to do with the channel history. You know, if your channel has experienced this type of content, or this type of, how do I put this? I want to explain this in a way that you can see what I'm trying to say. So for example, for me personally, I used to do one type of content, and then I changed to do, actually initially I started doing a bunch of different type of contents, then I went linear, then I started going back to doing different type of content. So I personally haven't actually been hit with that many demonetization. Like, if I go back to my videos now, it's actually very old videos that have been demonetized for some reason. All of my recent videos have not been demonetized yet. I still curse in my videos if I want to, and I still don't get demonetized, you know. But I feel like if my channel starts, you know, if my channel starts becoming a channel that is being perceived as the violent channel, or the channel where you're going to be able to find, you know, blood, you know, cursing, all that stuff, YouTube will recognize that and probably put me in the blacklist soon enough. So, I mean, what I'm saying is that if you've been demonetized once, there's a likelihood that you're going to be demonetized more in the future, and probably means that you're kind of now in the blacklist. So that's kind of like my theory right now. Like, all my videos that I have been uploading thus far have not been demonetized. I think the recent video that has been demonetized are videos that I've talked about For Honor, and as you know, For Honor is pretty much the you know, the epitome of violence. You know, you're going in there, you're slicing and dicing people, and that's pretty much it. And in those videos, I did curse as well. I unleashed a hell of an amount of profanity in those videos, so, you know, I'm not surprised there. Yeah, so yeah, it's only been For Honor videos that have been, well, videos that kind of project violence, of things that in the nature. So, you know, it's pretty weird. So yeah, that's my theory. That's why I think it's happening. There's no algorithm that's searching your description, your titles, anything like that. So yeah, I think that there is some sort of a blacklist that is kind of looking back at the history of your channel, and I think it's factoring in what you've uploaded and what type of, you know, things are being commented on your videos. You know, that's what I think. Like, I think the comment section has a huge factor as to, you know, who gets blacklisted and who doesn't get blacklisted. Because, you know, if you look, like, if someone goes back and looks at all of your videos and they check the comment section and they see that in the comment section there's a lot of hatred, well, not hatred, there's a lot of certain words being spoken in that video, because obviously when people comment on the video, they comment in response to what's been said in the video. So that's what I think, you know. I mean, what else could it be? Like, titles, description, and meta tags have been proven to not be the case, because people have uploaded really nice, really kid-friendly, you know, rainbows and sunshine videos, and they will get demonetized before they even go live. So clearly it's not the case. I feel like YouTube has done some sort of automation system in which they just, you know, decide that you are in a blacklist, and if you pretty much just say one thing, if you put one thing or in your titles, I don't know, like, it's weird. Like, I feel like it's a blacklist. People are just being put in a blacklist. And if anyone can actually prove this theory to me, that would be great, because if we can at least address the situation, that could be the case, because, you know, for me personally, obviously I am not making a living out of YouTube. It is not possible for me. But I've seen people who make a living out of YouTube, and obviously they've been smart about it. They're doing, you know, sponsorship, brand deals and stuff like that to keep them alive. But at the end of the day, their YouTube channel is like the central hub for all of that stuff. If that shit goes away, I mean, they could still live, but it's gonna change the entire system. It's gonna change the entire way of life. So that's kind of bothersome, and, you know, yeah. So just to go back to what I was saying, because I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just trying to make things clear for people who are watching this. I feel like YouTube is putting channels in a blacklist because people have done many things to change the system. You know, I still post in my videos. I'm posting right now. I've said fuck, shit, asshole, motherfucker, piece of shit, dog ass, wanker, like whatever I could think of, I've been saying it in this video. So this video will not be demonetized, and if it is, shit. But if it's not, it kind of proves my point that they're not listening in to the audio. I don't think they have that kind of technology yet to do that, because there's thousands of videos being uploaded every single minute. It is literally impossible to be monitoring all that stuff, especially with the multitude of languages, accents, dialect, like the way people speak. It's not possible to do that right now. It's not possible right this moment. So they're not listening into your audio. We've already disproven that titles and, you know, titles, descriptions, meta tags are not the case either, because you could just put, "Hi, I am Freddy," and you will still get demonetized. So I feel like they're factoring in the history of one's channel. I think the history of one's channel, what you've been uploading from the beginning of your channel till now, to kind of factor in whether or not you will be, whether or not you're going to be likely to be, you know, advertisement friendly in the future. The comment section, I feel like the comment section plays a huge role in this system, because I feel like if your comment section is constantly being very, you know, not provocative, but, you know, they say a lot of things that they shouldn't be saying in your comment section a lot, that could be another factor, because obviously yeah, that's my thing anyways. Yeah, and just in general, if people search up certain things on YouTube and they find your channel, so if I go on and say, you know, guy shoots guy in the face with a gun, and your channel pops up, you know, it shows that your channel has a history of that kind of content, and it probably won't show up, you know, because that could be that as well. Maybe you know, it includes the whole, you know how YouTube has meta tags for videos and channel. Maybe they're looking at the meta tags of your channel, and if they're seeing that you've put a certain word that kind of contradicts their terms of service, that could be the case. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I just want to voice my hypothesis, just to see what you guys think. This is gonna kill a lot of channels. I mean, some channels are obviously gonna be doing well, especially if you have brand deals and sponsorships and stuff like that, but things can change. YouTube is a very unstable, unpredictable platform. They're constantly changing, making things difficult for YouTubers. You know, when I started watching YouTube, right, there was a lot of short animations that were brilliant, amazing, and you don't see that anymore because YouTube has punished those fine creators with the watch time system. You know, you have to reach a certain amount of watch time so that you'll be discovered on YouTube. And I've even heard that YouTube is actually purposely kind of preventing certain videos to be found on YouTube if you search them up, which is something that's very, very interesting. Like, you remember when YouTube used to be about podcast yourself? That's not the case anymore. YouTube is completely different, and I know it's important to kind of adapt and change to the situation, because technology is a constantly changing, you know, entity. Like, you know, you can't expect it to be the same every fucking day. Like, it has to change, it has to go, and that's how we grow as human beings. But yeah, what happens if everyone just fucking leaves YouTube and goes to Twitch? Would Twitch end up feeling that I don't know, it's crazy, bro, it's crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I'm sure if I like, and yeah, I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna be titling this video. The title I'm gonna put in the description, all that stuff, to see what happens. But anyways, yeah. and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.